January 7 election has created new history in the country, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Indonesian President congratulates Sheikh Hasina on her re-election as Prime Minister. BNP fallen into the sea of grief after losing everything. The government cannot be ousted by word bombs, says Ubaidul Qadir. Cold wave sweeping across the country with season's lowest temperature recorded in the capital. Commoners suffering due to dense fog and severe cold. School hours of all government primary schools changed due to severe cold. Classes to start at 10 a.m. till January 31. Number of metro rail passengers increased as operational hours extended. Nearly 5 lakh passengers travelled on metro rail in the last 2 days. Russia blames Ukraine for an attack which killed at least 27 people in Russian-occupied city of Donetsk. And Bangladesh beat Ireland by 6 wickets in the ICC Under-19 World Cup cricket in Bloemfontein, South Africa. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Shongit Ahmed, welcoming you all to News at 10. You've just heard the headlines and now on to the rest of the news. Prime Minister and Awami League President Sheikh Hasina issued a strong warning against the illegal hoarders and market manipulators of essential commodities. She said they would face the music for this troublemaking job. If anyone hoards any goods from bad intention, the government will have to take instant action against them through mobile courts, said the Prime Minister. She said this in an introductory speech while chairing a meeting of Awami League Central Working Committee in Ganobhavan this evening, mentioning that the sudden price hike immediately after the election is abnormal, said Sheikh Hasina, adding that it is inevitable to find out who are manipulators behind this price hike. The Prime Minister urged the people to remain vigilant so that no one could play games with the prices of food items by hoarding and black marketeering.
জনগণ এবারে নির্বাচনে স্বতঃস্ফূর্তভাবে অংশগ্রহণ করেছে এবং তারা ভোট দিতে পেরেছে, এটাই সবথেকে বড় কথা। বাংলাদেশের মানুষের আর্থসামাজিক উন্নয়নের জন্য একটা রাজনৈতিক স্থিতিশীলতা একান্তভাবে দরকার। যারা ভেবেছিল ইলেকশন হবে না এবং সেই ধরনের একটা প্রচার প্রপাগান্ডা ব্যাপকভাবে ছড়াচ্ছিল নির্বাচনের আগেই মানুষকে দ্বিধাগ্রস্ত করে দেওয়ার জন্য, কিন্তু আমি বাংলাদেশের জনগণকে সাধুবাদ জানাই, তাদের আন্তরিক ধন্যবাদ জানাই। এদেশের সাধারণ মানুষ বা ভোটাররা ওই সব কথায় কোনো কান দেয়নি। দেখা যাচ্ছে যে শুধু নির্বাচন বানচাল করতে যে ব্যর্থ হয়েছে, এখন ব্যর্থ হয়ে তখন তারা অন্যভাবে নামতে চাচ্ছে। সেভাবে তো আমরা করতে দেবো না। বাংলাদেশের মানুষের ভাগ্নে ছিনিমিনি খেলতে দেবো না। মানুষ আনন্দিত খুশি, নির্বাচন হয়ে গেছে, আমরা সরকার গঠন করেছি, এই পর্যন্ত আমরা যে উন্নয়নটা করেছি এই উন্নয়নটাকে আমাদের টেকসই করা এবং যাতে মানুষ তার শুভ ফলটা পায়। এখানে 17 কোটি মানুষের দেশ, ছোট্ট একটা ভূখণ্ড, কাজে আমাদের যে জিনিসগুলো আনতে হয় সেগুলি দাম, উচ্চ মূল্য, পরিবহন, পরিচালন ব্যয় বেড়ে যাওয়াতে ইনফ্লেশন বেড়েছে, যার জন্য আমি সবসময় শুরু থেকে আমরা চেষ্টা করেছি আমাদের নিজস্ব উৎপাদন বাড়ানো। এটাই আমাদের একমাত্র উপায় যে আমাদের নিজস্ব উৎপাদন যেন আমরা বৃদ্ধি করতে পারি। এবারেও কিন্তু আমাদের ফসল খুব ভালো হয়েছে এবং চাল উৎপাদন আমাদের বেড়েছে, কিন্তু ঠিক নির্বাচনের পরে হঠাৎ দাম বাড়াটা এরকম ভরা মৌসুমে এটা খুব একটা অস্বাভাবিক পরিস্থিতি। এর পিছনে কাদের কারসাজি সেটা খুঁজে বের করা একান্তভাবে দরকার, বরং এদের বিরুদ্ধে তাৎক্ষণিকভাবে ব্যবস্থা নিতে হবে এবং সেটাই আমরা আগামীতে করব। যে যেখানে যারা যদি এভাবে কোনো রকমের একটা দ্রব্যসন্ধিমূলক কোনো জিনিস যদি মজুদ করে রাখে, একটা হচ্ছে স্বাভাবিক মজুদের একটা যে বাজারে দেওয়ার জন্য মজুদ, সেটা হচ্ছে একরকম, কিন্তু অস্বাভাবিকভাবে বেশি পরিমাণে কিছু মজুদ করে রাখা এবং একটা দুরভিসন্ধি নিয়ে মজুদ করে রাখা, এরকম যাদেরই পাওয়া যাবে মোবাইল কোর্ট লাগিয়ে দিয়ে সঙ্গে সঙ্গে তাদের বিরুদ্ধে ব্যবস্থা নেব এবং তাদের দরকার হলে জেলে ঢোকায় দিতে হবে। আমরা আগামীতে কিন্তু সেই ব্যবস্থাটাই এখন নেব আমরা।
Indonesian President Joko Widodo has congratulated Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on her re-election as Prime Minister of Bangladesh. In a congratulatory letter, the Indonesian President wrote, Sheikh Hasina's appointment to this esteemed and consequential office exemplifies the profound respect and unwavering confidence bestowed upon her by the people of Bangladesh. Joko Widodo expressed his hope for the elevation of bilateral relations and cooperation between the two esteemed nations, as both the country embark on a new era of progress and prosperity. He went on, over the course of more than 5 decades, our bond has steadily flourished, and now it is a time for it to reach unprecedented heights. Awami League General Secretary and Road Transport and Bridges Minister al-Aqsa said BNP has fallen into the sea of grief after losing everything. This party is now spreading propaganda at home and abroad as part of its anti-government activities, he added. Al-Qadir was speaking at a press briefing at Awami League President's office in the capital's Dhanmondi today. The Awami League General Secretary said the government cannot be ousted by word bombs.
তারা সব কিছু হারিয়ে এখন শোক সাগরে নিমজ্জিত, আন্দোলনে হেরে গেছে, নিয়ে ইলেকশন বয়কট করেছে। এখনো তাদের সামনে কিছু নেই, কালো পতাকার সঙ্গে কালো ব্যাজটা ধারণ করে, তাহলে 16 কলা পূর্ণ হয়ে যাবে। এখন তারা বিভিন্নভাবে সরকার বিরোধী তৎপরতা লিপ্ত রয়েছে, দেশে বিদেশে গুজব ছড়াচ্ছে, তাদের অগ্নিসন্ত্রাসের সঙ্গে এখন যুক্ত হয়েছে গুজব সন্ত্রাস। আজকে সারা বিশ্বে দ্রব্যমূল্যের ঊর্ধ্বগতি, অথচ বাংলাদেশে তারা এটাকে দ্রব্যমূল্যের ঊর্ধ্বগতি বিষয়টাকে দুর্ভিক্ষের পদধ্বনি বলে তারা অপপ্রচার করছে। যে কোনোভাবে সরকার মনে হয় যেন কচু পাতার উপর শিশির বিন্দু, একটু টোকা লাগলেই পড়ে যাবে। আওয়ামী লীগ সরকার সেই সরকার নয়। এই সরকারের শেকড় বাংলাদেশের মাটির অনেক গভীর। এই সরকারের শক্তির উৎস বাংলাদেশের জনগণ। কথার বোমা মেরে এ সরকারকে উৎখাত করা যাবে না।
Responding to queries from journalists, the Road Transport and Bridges Minister said the political party that bagged the second highest number of seats will be the main opposition party in Parliament.
অপোজিশন কে হওয়া উচিত? স্বতন্ত্র প্রার্থীরা স্বতন্ত্র আছে, আর দল যদি বলেন তাহলে বিরোধী দল তো জাতীয় পার্টি।
Awami League Organizing Secretaries B.M. Mozammel Haq and Shujit Roy Nandi, Office Secretary Barrister Biplab Borua, among others, were present. The government has changed the teaching schedule of all government primary schools in the country due to the cold wave. According to the new decision, teaching activities in all government primary schools of the country will start at 10 a.m. The decision will remain in force till January 31. The new schedule was announced in an office order of the Ministry of Primary and Mass Education today. A shivering mild cold wave is continuing all over the country, including the capital Dhaka, affecting daily life. The lowest temperature was recorded at 8.1 degrees Celsius today in Dinajpur and Nauga's Badolgachi. Meanwhile, the season's lowest temperature was recorded at 12.1 degrees Celsius in the capital today. The Met Office says this weather pattern is expected to persist bringing temperatures at lower level and impacting daily life in the current month of January. It also forecasted rain on Wednesday at several places across Bangladesh. Furthermore, the weather forecast predicts moderate to thick fog across the country from midnight to morning, potentially lingering until noon in some areas. There might be a slight decrease in the night temperatures over the northeastern part of Bangladesh, while a minor increase in forecasted for other regions of the country. Daytime temperatures are anticipated to stay nearly unchanged nationwide, added the Weather Office. Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Pranay Verma, paid a courtesy call on Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Anisul Haq at his office in the capital today. Talking to reporters after the meeting, the Law Minister said they had a fruitful discussion on exchanging experience with India on establishing a National Judicial Academy in Bangladesh. The metro rail in the capital carried approximately 5 lakh passengers in the past 2 days. Authorities said on the first day, under changed and extended schedule, as many as 2,34,501 passengers travelled on the metro rail, while 2,49,070 passengers travelled on the second day. The metro rail is now running between Uttara and Motichil from 7 in the morning to 8 at night every day other than Fridays. Every station remains jam-packed with passengers due to the time extension of metro rail services between Uttara and Motichil.
They have an investor-friendly industrial policy and a comprehensive program to facilitate foreign investment. They allow duty-free import of capital machineries, tax holidays are here, business and personal security are ensured.
Is it fact that the country is establishing separate industrial zones for China, Japan, India, Korea, and other countries?
Yes, it is fact.
Considering every aspect of investment, as well as business, I consider Bangladesh as the most appropriate country for investment.
বিনিয়োগ বিকাশ মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী শেখ হাসিনার একটি বিশেষ উদ্যোগ।
And now on to international news. At least 27 people have been killed in a shelling attack in the Russian-held city of Donetsk. The Moscow-installed leader of the region said Denis Pushlin described the strike on a busy market as horrendous and said the number of casualties could rise. The Ukrainian army group operating in the region said it did not carry out the attack. Mr. Pushlin blamed Ukraine. Photographs published by news agencies appeared to show destroyed shop fronts as well as bodies lying in the street. In a statement posted on Facebook, the Tavria unit, part of the Ukrainian army, said its forces did not engage in combat operations in this case. Israel's defense chief says military operations will continue across Gaza Strip with heavy fighting reported in Khan Yunis. Yoav Gallant says Israeli forces will escalate the ground offensive in the southern city. The plumes of smoke from the tanks, artillery and Air Force planes will continue to cover the skies of the Gaza Strip until we achieve our goals, chief among them the defeat of Hamas and the return of hostages to their homes. Israel vowed to annihilate Hamas after its October 7 attack and launched a relentless offensive that has killed at least 25,105 people, mostly women and children. Reports say the Israeli campaign killed 20% to 30% of Hamas fighters and is still far from its goal of destroying the movement, according to estimates by U.S. intelligence agencies. Nearly 90 weather-related deaths have been recorded across the U.S. after the country was pummeled by ferocious winter storms for the past week. The deaths include at least 25 in Tennessee and 16 in Oregon, which remains under a state of emergency following severe ice storms. Tens of thousands of people and also remain without power across the wide swathes of the country. Icy conditions are expected to continue until the middle of the week. While the death toll has been greatest in Tennessee and Oregon, fatalities have also been reported in Illinois, Pennsylvania, Mississippi, Washington, Kentucky, Wisconsin, New York, New Jersey, and elsewhere. A delegation of the New Development Bank, NDB, led by its Vice Chairman Vladimir Kazimkov, paid a courtesy call on local government, rural development and cooperatives Minister Mohammad Tajul Islam at his Secretariat office today. Bangladesh is one of the 3 countries outside the 5 BRICS countries which are members of the NDB. During the meeting, the loan agreements for 2 projects of Dhaka Wasa and LGED were discussed. International Rice Research Institute, or IRRI, will strengthen its cooperation in enhancing the rice production in Bangladesh. To meet the target, the organization has adopted a 5-year-long work plan with Bangladesh Rice Research Institute. The assurance was made when an IRI delegation called on Agriculture Minister Mohammad Abdul Shahid at his Secretariat office this afternoon. Addressing the meeting, the Agriculture Minister said the government's target is now to enhance rice production, and in that case, cooperation of IRI will be very helpful. Highlighting their work plan, the IRI delegation said they are prioritizing production of high-yielding and quality rice varieties to increase rice production. IRI's Asia Regional Director, Jong-Soo Shin, IRI Bangladesh representative Dr. Homnath Bhandari, Executive Director Mohammad Shaheen Bhuiya and Director General of Bangladesh Rice Research Institute Shahjahan Kabir were present. And now news on sports. Bangladesh beat Ireland by 6 wickets in the ICC Under-19 World Cup cricket in Bloemfontein, South Africa. Batting first after losing the toss, Ireland scored 235 runs for 8 wickets in 50 overs. Kian Hilton scored 90 runs for the team. In reply, Bangladesh reached their victory target, scoring 239 runs for 4 wickets in 46 overs, 5 balls. Mohammad Shihab James was unbeaten of 55 runs, while Ahrar Amin was unbeaten on 45 runs. Chattogram Challengers beat Durdanto Dhaka by 6 wickets in the first match of the BPL at Mirpur today. Batting first after losing the toss, Dhaka scored 136 runs for 8 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. In reply, Chattogram Challengers scored 137 runs for 4 wickets in the 18 overs, 2 balls. Tanzid Hassan of Chittagong was the man of the match for scoring 49 runs. Meanwhile, Khulna Tigers beat Fortune Borishal by 8 wickets in the second match of the day. Earlier, Fortune Borishal batted first and scored 187 runs for 4 wickets in their stipulated 20 overs. In reply, Khulna Tigers reached the victory target of 188 runs for 2 wickets in 18 overs. And to end the news, the headlines once again. January 7 election has created new history in the country, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Indonesian President congratulates Sheikh Hasina on her re-election as Prime Minister. BNP fallen into the sea of grief after losing everything. Government cannot be ousted by word bombs, says Obaidul Qadir. Cold waves sweeping across the country with season's lowest temperature recorded in the capital, commoners suffering due to dense fog and severe cold. School hours of all government primary schools changed due to severe cold. Classes to start at 10 a.m. till January 31. Number of metro rail passengers increased as operational hours extended. Nearly 5 lakh passengers travelled on metro rail in the last 2 days. Russia blames Ukraine for an attack which killed at least 27 people in Russian-occupied city Donetsk. And Bangladesh beat Ireland by 6 wickets in the ICC Under-19 World Cup cricket in Bloemfontein, South Africa. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.